So, just like yesterday, except we added two new things, the 0 degree and the 4 terms or more polynomial. So first one, what's the highest degree number you see here? 4th degree, which you call a quartic. Kind of like quarter, but quartic. Comma. And how many terms do you see there? 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So yeah, 4 terms or more is a polynomial. Okay, number 2. What you think? What's the highest degree? No power is a 1 power, so linear. How many terms? Binomial. Oh my gosh. Now, what's the highest power on number 3? Third power. And third power is what? Cubic. Yas? So, again, cubic. And then, how many terms? 3 terms is trinomial. Oh, don't worry about it. Now, last one. If it's just a number, so the 0 degree means it's called a constant. So that's a newer one from today. A constant number. And if it's 1 term, that's a constant what? Monomial. Now, that's it for the warm-ups for this week. So everyone should have them done for the week. You had sub on Tuesday, Wednesday. And make sure your name is on it. Pass it to the front, please. For those of you who are not seniors, of course, I'm going to pass this out to you. This tells you how to know what to pick on that yellow sheet. If you already turned it in, hopefully you picked the right thing. But I think you're supposed to consult me, and this is how I'm going to consult you. So, on this, and if you get one, you don't need it, just toss it. Okay, so on this sheet, it tells you what you want to take next year. If you have not taken geometry, you're going to need to take geometry. Okay, now, I don't know who that would be, but if you haven't taken geometry, that's next. Whatever. Now, if you have taken geometry, next year you'd probably take Algebra 2. Okay? That's the only next step, besides something a lot harder, which is statistics, which has a lot of writing and research and applications of math, which is something that's cool if you're up to the task. And some people might be taking geometry and algebra 2 at the same time next year. If you haven't taken geometry yet, just depends, okay? But I'd say for the most part, most of y'all will be doing algebra 2 next year. That's my guess. Okay? Or geometry?
Well, what about mathematics? Or what about a math fantasy?
Okay, maybe, but not. These are your options, okay? So, with that said, we need to... All right. Everybody, 5.1. We've been doing these warm-ups because when we did the 5.1 notes, we have not been using this language. On the 5.1 assignment, we needed to be using this language, and some of y'all turned it in, which is totally fine because you were supposed to, right? But what I want us to do is fix a few things on the assignment. So if you turned in your assignment for 5.1, I'm going to pass it back to you. If you have your 5.1 assignment, I want you to get it out. And if you've never gotten it for some crazy reason, you should get one out of the blue bin. But I want everyone to be looking at 5.1 right now. And let me pass it out. This is what we're going to fix on 5.1. So you either have the one I gave back to you, or you have the one you haven't turned in yet. What I want us to fix is right here on numbers 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, right here, right here, right here, and right here. Does everyone see where it says name and classify? That's what we did on yesterday and today's warm-up, where we named it and we classified it, okay? Now here's the deal. On the board, I don't have all the notes, right, with all the what's everything called. So I'm gonna give you this. This is a printout of the notes. Is everyone looking at me? Look right here. I'm gonna give you this. Lots of paper today. The bottom right corner has all the names of all the degrees and terms. So I'm gonna pass this out to you, and you're gonna use that to finish 5.1. So make sure you're fixing 5.1, 7, 8, 9, and 10, where I drew an arrow right there. And in fact, let's just do one together so that way you get a freebie because, you know, why not? All right, so check it out. And by the way, somebody turned in 5.1 with no name. Just saying. So, no, you will not take it. But if you think you turned it in, let me know. 5.1. Okay. No. Pencil. All right, here we go. Let's try number 7 together. So, We're going to name it by its degree. So what's the highest degree here? 2. Well, what is that? Second degree is quadratic. Okay? Now remember, all those words are on the notes I just passed out to you. Quadratic. And then how many terms? 2. 3. So 3 terms is called a trinomial. So you're going to do 8, 9, and 10 on your own. You got a little note sheet with all the names of them on the bottom right. Today you need to turn in 5-1 and 5-2. Okay? Because 5-1 easy fix or finish. 5-2 from yesterday, finish. 2 things to turn in today. Monday we move on to 5-3. Okay?